Hello, myself Dr. K.W. Pawar from Department of Botany, रयत शिक्षण संस्थाज राव बहादुर नारायण राव बोरावके College, Srirampur, District Ahmednagar. Friends, today I am going to deal on the topic that is the factors affecting the particular plant growth. What are the factors affecting the plant growth? The topic is from the class first year BSc. There is the paper, botany paper second, BO 122, principles of plant science, and from this there is the particular topic that is the factors affecting the growth, or what we call it as the plant growth. So friends, there are the growth is an effect of various metabolic activities in the particular plant. Okay, when the anabolic processes are more than the catabolic one, there is the anabolic processes is more than the catabolic one, there is the synthesis and accumulation of various organic substance which result into the particular growth. That substance result into the particular growth. There are various factors affecting the growth. These factors can be broadly categorized as external and internal growth factors. Means when we broadly see there is the external and internal factors that are affecting for the particular plant growth. The factors considered to be all those sets of substance supplied externally or synthesized within the plant cell. So these factors can be classified into abiotic factors. First one is the abiotic factor, and second one that is the biotic factors. Second one that is the biotic factors. Okay, so abiotic factors that included the food supply, then there is the nutrient supply, then there is the soil, then water, then oxygen, then temperature, then light, etc. Okay, so these factors that are the particular responsible. When we consider the biotic factor, then there is the microbial population and microbial populations and other condition. Okay, so the factors that are broadly categorized into the biotic and the abiotic factors. Abiotic factors that included these factors: food supply, nutrient supply, then soil, water, oxygen, temperature, light. These are the abiotic factors. Then here there is the particular biotic factors. Biotic factors involved the different sort of the microbial populations from the soil and other condition of the particular soil. So we can see one by one. First of all, there is the abiotic factor. Abiotic factors, and from this there is the first of all food supply. These abiotic factors, these factors are the non-living factors. Non-living factors. and biotic itself is referred as the particular living factor. So from this there is the first factor, that is the food supply. The growth is directly proportional to the food supply. Here growth is directly proportional to food supply. Okay, as we know that the growth is directly proportional to the particular food supply if the growing region of the particular plant do not get adequate amount of food supply. What will happen if the growing region of the plant do not get the adequate amount of the food supply? Growth slow down. Growth will be slow down, and ultimately what will happen? There is the total stop of the particular growth. So this food supply is essential for the particular growth. That's why I am telling you the growth is directly proportional to the food supply. If there is no food supply for growing region, then there will be the no growth. Then second factor, that is the nutrient supply. Okay, second factor is what? There is the nutrient supply. Plants need several type of major and minor essential element. Plant need several types of major and minor essential elements. Okay, so plant needs several types of major and minor essential element for the particular growth. For growth, these nutrients, these major and minor essential element that are coming from the particular soil. Okay, these nutrients that are coming from the particular soil and used in various metabolic activities. These major and minor elements that are used in the various metabolic activities of the plant. What will happen? How this nutrient supply affect the particular plant growth? Growth ceases when the particular nutrient supply is the limiting one. Suppose there is the limited sort of the nutrient supply, or what we call the no nutrient supply, then ultimately what will happen? There is the growth will be ceases, and continuous nutrient supply is again breakdown, then there will be the no growth, or ultimately plant die. Okay, so this nutrient supply is also responsible for the growth. Then third factor is what? There is the particular soil. Third factors that are essential for the soil. This is also called as edaphic factor. Edaphic factors. The soil is also called as edaphic factor for the particular plant growth. And when soil which have good moisture, or what we call moisture capacity, soil which have good moisture capacity, or what we called it as the loamy soil. Okay, soil which have the good moisture capacity, and that particular soil which called as the loamy soil, and there is the essential that with the good moisture capacity and aeration. Okay, when such a conditions are there, soil which have good moisture capacity and there is the particular aeration causes the good growth in the plant. When such a type of condition in the particular soil, it causes the good growth. The type of soil, second thing is what? The type of soil and the nutrient required in it. Type of soil and nutrient required in it vary according to the particular according to plant species. Okay, it is vary. Whatever the nutrient required from the particular soil, it is varied according to the plant species. Type of soil and second thing is what? There is the nutrient required from the soil is vary according to the particular plant species. Then next thing is what? The right balance of pH. Right balance of pH. Okay, this is another one thing that are responsible for the particular plant growth. The right balance of the particular pH is important. Either the soil is acidic one or either the soil is the alkaline one. So balance in the pH is again plays the major role as far as the growth is to be concerned. Okay, then next factor that are responsible for the growth or affect the growth, that is the water. Friends, we all aware the importance or value of water as far as the plant life is to be concerned. Water acts as the medium for all the metabolic and physiological process. It is medium for all metabolic and physiological processes. Okay, so it acts as medium for all metabolic and the particular physiological processes. Plant growth is severely impaired under the particular condition of water scarcity. Suppose water scarcity is there, then there will be the no plant growth. Both these things that are very important. If the excess of water in the soil, that also affect the growth. If the scarcity of the water, again that affect the growth. Excess of soil, what happen? There is the water logging is there. Ultimately, it adversely affect on the root system of the particular plant. So it is the medium for all metabolic and physiological processes. Adequate amount of water is important as far as the particular plant growth is to be concerned. Then next factor is of what? There is the oxygen. Okay, it is necessary for what? Cellular respiration. Oxygen is necessary for the cellular respiration, in which there is the food materials are breakdown. What happen? In which food materials are breakdown and energy is released in the form of ATP, and energy is released in the form of ATP molecules. Okay, so cellular respiration, oxygen plays the important role in case of this particular cellular respiration, in which food material are break down and there is the energy is released in the form of ATP molecules, and these particular ATPs are the energy coin of the particular cell. It stored the particular energy in the form of the ATP molecule, and what we call it is the energy coin of the cell. This energy is used for various activity. When this particular energy are formed, these energies are used in various activity of the cell and is directly involved in the growth and the development of the plant. So the oxygen, no doubt it is required for cellular respiration. Through this cellular respiration, there is the formation of the particular energy in the plant. Then next factor is what? There is the temperature. Temperature plays again the particular important role. If there is the variation in the particular temperature of the soil in which plant growing also affect the growth. Variation in temperature also affect the particular growth. If there is some sort of variation in temperature of what? Of the particular soil is also affect the growth. Most of the plant species prefer the temperature in the range of 20 degrees Celsius to the 40 degrees Celsius. Most of the plant, they prefer the temperature, this is the range, that is the 20 to 40 degree Celsius temperature. Higher soil temperature result in the particular heating of the particular soil solution. If there is the higher soil temperature is there, heating is the it affect the or result in the heating of the particular soil solution, which is determinal for the normal functioning of the particular root cell. Or higher temperature is there, then it also affect the normal function of the root cell. It also result in the rapid evaporational loss of the water. If higher temperature is there, then there is the rapid evaporation of water is there from the particular soil. Again, suppose this is about higher temperature. Again, suppose there is the low temperature is there. Low temperature causes the chilling or cold injury, while temperature above 45 degrees Celsius. What happens? Lower temperature causes the chilling effect, while the higher temperature or temperature above 45 degrees Celsius, there is the denaturations of the enzyme takes place and some scald injury or heat injury to the plant. So this particular temperature is play the so that the adequate amount range of the temperature is very essential for the normal growth of the plant or good growth of the plant. Then next is what? There is the light. Again, light plays the important role, or what we call the light influence many physiological and growth processes. We know that how much important of light when there is the food preparation in the particular plant through the process of the photosynthesis. Plant which grow well under the bright and direct sunlight, but show the poor growth in the particular shady condition, and that is called as the photophilic plant. Okay, that particular plant, what we call the photophilic plant. Light can also affect the particular morphology of the leaves and the stem of the plant. It also affects the morphology of leaves and stem. Okay, morphology of the leaves on the leaves and the particular stem of the plant. Plant that growing in the dark are characterized by the long succulent weak stem. When there is the plant that growing in the dark and it is characterized by the long and the succulent weak stem is there, leaves of such plant remain under the particular developed pale yellowish. That suppose dark condition plant is there and we can observe the particular leaves of the plant. That particular leaves is a particular yellowish, and there is the chlorophyll deficient leaf is there, or deficiency of the chlorophyll occur, and this particular leaf is called leaf etiolation. Okay, so variation in the intensity of the light or quality of the light, and three things are important here: intensity, then quality and duration of light variously affect the physiological processes such as the seed germination, flowering in different plants. Okay, so so the light plays the very important role, and one thing is that there is the plant growth regulators. One of the factor, that is the plant growth regulator, PGRS. Okay, this PGRS or plant growth regulator, this is the organic substance produced within a plant part, or what we called within a plant, and which at a low concentration promote or second thing is what, inhibit or modify the growth process. So effect is usually observed at a site. Effect is usually observed at a site other place of the synthesis. Okay, so where it is synthesis, there will be the effect of the particular plant growth regulators. Okay, then this is about the abiotic factor. Then there is the biotic factors. What are the biotic factors that are responsible for the particular plant growth? First one is the microbial population. Microbial populations. As we know that there are the soil is the treasure of the particular microbes. Biotic factors, this one is the biotic factors, refer for living macro and micro living microorganisms. Then these living factor may improve or retard the particular. Two things are here. One thing is that there is the improving, or other thing is that there is the retardation of plant growth depending upon how they interact with the particular plant, how their interaction takes place soil through the particular plant. The disease causing fungi, we know that disease causing fungi, bacteria, viruses are biotic factor, and that affect the plant growth. Okay, disease causing fungi, bacteria, viruses, etc. that particular affect the plant growth, or that these factors directly affect the plant growth. Second thing, on the other hand, there is the group of the particular population of mycorrhizal fungi and cyanobacteria. What is that? Mycorrhizal fungi and cyanobacteria has impact on characters of the particular growth. They impact the particular characters of the growth. Then other biological condition. Last one is what? Other biological conditions. What are the other biological conditions that influence the particular growth or affecting the growth? The presence of weed in the soil, or presence of weed and allelopathic chemicals in the soil also affect the particular growth. As we know that suppose there is the higher amount of the weed in the soil, then it absorbs all the nutrients from the soil and it is adversely affect on the particular plant growth. Then the characters of the particular seed, then proper orientation of embryo during the seed germination, characters of seed, proper orientation of embryo during the seed germination, proper enzyme activity also affect the plant growth. So these are the factors that are affect the plant growth, that is the abiotic factors and the biotic factors. So this is about the factors affecting the particular growth of the plant. Okay, thank you.